Hello, and welcome. Today I'm going to work a tutorial with you guys on how to do the herringbone half double crochet. So here's a small sample swatch. As long as you know how to do the half double crochet and a slip stitch, you're able to work this. It works up relatively quickly. It's just a 1-row repeat. Let's do it together. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to work with a bulky or 5-weight yarn, and I'm using a 6.5mm hook. Sorry that I'm kind of losing my voice here. Everybody's sick in the house, but the show must go on. So to start the herringbone half double crochet, we're going to work a slip knot, and then however many stitches you want, just chain that amount and add 1 additional chain after that. So for this tutorial, I'm going to work 15. To work a chain, we're just going to have our hook through the slip knot, and we will yarn over our hook. Then we will pull through the loop to pull a new loop up on our hook. So yarn over your hook, pull it through to pull a new loop up on your hook. So I've worked 3 chains. I'll meet you when you've worked your desired length and show you how to do the herringbone half double crochet. Okay, so I've worked actually only 14 chains here. To work my first row for the herringbone half double crochet, I don't like to work in the front. I like to turn my work over, and then I work under this back bar, and that gives a nice clean edge. That's a personal preference, so that's how I work mine. Row 1, we're going to skip our first chain, and into the second chain from our hook, we're going to do the herringbone half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook under that second chain, then you're going to yarn over and pull through. So this is going to leave you with 3 loops on your hook. You're actually going to continue pulling this loop through that next one. So it's almost like working a slip stitch, leaving you with 2 on your hook, and then you will yarn over and pull through 2. Let me show you one more time here. Into your next chain, yarn over, insert your hook, then you're going to yarn over and pull through, and then keep pulling through the next loop on your hook. This is going to leave you with 2, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. So the beginning part of this is almost like a slip stitch. Yarn over into your next chain, yarn over, pull through, and then keep pulling through that next loop. You'll have 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So that's a herringbone half double crochet. Let's work it to the end of the row so we can show you how to finish it off, and then how to start a new row, which is just the repeat row for this stitch. So I'm at my last stitch here, and to finish it off, you're just going to work the herringbone half double crochet, so nothing too fancy. And once you've finished your last stitch of the row, this is what you're going to have. So it's very similar to the half double crochet. It's kind of leans a little bit, and that's where the herringbone comes from, I guess, in the name. So let's work row 2, which is the repeat row. To start it off, we're going to chain 1 and then turn our work around, and we're going to start working into that very first stitch. So that's our chain 1 there. We're going to work into this first stitch here, and we're just going to be working the herringbone single crochet across. So this one's super easy, not much to it. I'll show you here. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, so there's 3 on your hook, and then keep pulling through that other loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So this one's just a very slight variation on the regular half double crochet. I wouldn't say it works up any faster, but it does give a neat little texture with the diagonal stitch working across. I haven't covered the herringbone single crochet yet, but I think I'm going to be doing that one next. It's a little bit more complicated. This is definitely an easier herringbone stitch. So work this till the end of row 2. I'll show you how to finish it off, and then we'll show you a larger sample swatch. Okay, so there's just one final stitch left, and we're going to work into it. So we don't count that chain 1 or this chain that we skipped. We always just work in the last stitch. The herringbone half double crochet, still nothing too fancy, and this is what it looks like at the end. So as you're working it higher and higher, you can definitely see the neat design that it leaves by working that kind of slip stitch before finishing the half double crochet. So I'll work up a couple more rows so you can see a larger sample swatch, and you can get the full effect of the herringbone half double. So I've just finished up a couple more rows here, and this is what it looks like when you work more rows. So very similar to the half double crochet. I do like it more. I always like variations better, but I like that it adds just a little bit of texture by working almost diagonally across your rows. So this one here is the herringbone half double crochet, and I hope this tutorial helped you figure it out.